Welcome back, everybody, to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Howard. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Patterson on the draw play. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bills at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Howard completes it to Davis. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now Howard throwing on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Morgan to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Morgan. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Morgan. Caught by Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 41, Morgan throwing middle, and it's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Open man is Myers. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Morgan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting the first down. They say he was out. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? 3rd down, here's Patterson. Gets around him. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Howard. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll give it to Patterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Howard now to throw on 2nd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Howard from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big loss loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To throw is Howard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Set to throw is Morgan. Got a man. It's Brown.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Morgan. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Morgan, he finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cardinal.
Pierce now up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
To number 18. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
A gain of 10 yards.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and goal, Morgan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jelani Woods.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6.
And now out come the Bills. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Bills with the lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. To throw is Morgan on third down.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Morgan looks to throw it.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on second down. Howard finding Knox there, complete. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Howard to throw on second down. And this one's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2nd and 5 now. Morgan. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And they work this out past the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Throwing now is Morgan.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Here's Morgan to throw.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Javon Kinlaw
in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morgan dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's Morgan as he'll try and throw for it. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Morgan.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Morgan's throw pulled in by Woods.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Morgan. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Back to the ground with Pierce.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiple so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball. You get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.